Good morning, everyone. My name is Josh Blaylock, and this is your weekly Skype for Business recap. I guess this is going to be episode 10. I think it's episode 10. So for those of you new to the show, haven't seen the previous ones, you can check them out on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. But it's essentially a 15-minute or less show each week that I go and cover what's new in the Skype for Business or Microsoft Office 365 community. Product releases, updates, third-party tools that are cool out there, all that good stuff. So it's been a pretty fun show to do so far. Gotten great feedback from those that have watched it, made some adjustments according to that, which is awesome to me. That's what I want this show to be. I want it to be beneficial and something you all enjoy tuning into for a few minutes on Friday, and that it's shaped and rounded out by your feedback. So far it's been good stuff. For those of you that are regulars, you'll notice a little bit of a difference in the background today. I am in my brother-in-law's office that he is building out. He has got drywall up, getting around the electrical there. We got some 2x4 studs for the framing going on. Wires going everywhere. And if you guys, I'm going to post a picture when I tweet this video of what this setup looks like today. It's very makeshift. I've got a ladder here with my laptop perched atop the paint shelf of the ladder. And then I got a couple 2x4s coming across the ladder so that I can prop my mic up and my coffee mug and wires everywhere. This is fun stuff. But at any rate, we're up, we're running. The reason I'm in this office that is being built is because I am currently on vacation. And as much fun as I'm having and as busy as vacation has been, it is still important to keep up with the community, to stay sharp, to know what's new and what's going on. And that is the point of the show, to give you all a point to reference in case you've been too busy to keep up or you just want to kind of chuckle along with me every week. Either way, I'm here and happy to have you. We are vacationing in Texas. It's beautiful and sunny outside, though a little chilly, and having a good time here so far. It was one heck of a cross-country trip. 3 dogs in the car, 2 kids. Wow, I was just glad to get here 2 days later. Gosh. Anyway, now we're about to have all the Christmas fun ensue. So, speaking of that, Christmas falls on Friday next week, and so I don't think I'm going to be recording the show Friday morning, Christmas morning, but I might do it Thursday night, again, pre-record, and then plop it out there for you guys Christmas morning. That'll be my gift to everyone, to the community. And whether you look at it as a gift or not, sorry, that's all I got. So, but at any rate, that's what we've got coming up here in the next week or two. Following Christmas, New Year's Day is going to be, again, on a Friday. So it's New Year's. I might do it that day. We'll see. We'll see what kind of important news happens during the week. At any rate, that's kind of a brief little me yammering on and on and on about what's going on here and why things are different. And I've got a few items from cruising Twitterverse that I want to touch on today. And so we're going to touch on those. Let's start out with the one that I saw splashed around the most, and that was the Skype for Business for Android update. So if you have Link 2013 client on your Android, as I did, you are now able to go out to the Play Store and update that to Skype for Business. I was not involved in the preview. I got accepted into the preview about, 2 weeks before they launched live. And at that point, I was like, we're so close to launching, I'm really not going to get in there and say or discover anything that anybody hasn't already a couple months ago. So I left that alone. I didn't get into the preview. But now that I've got the GA client on there, it is a pretty slick looking client. I like it. It's a very pretty interface. It's very simple and intuitive. I love the way that it puts your contact lists and then has your favorites going across the top with their thumbnail photo, etc. It's a very clean, easy to navigate interface. It doesn't feel too crowded and busy. It's just simple. It lays out your upcoming meetings very nicely, shows your recent conversations in detail. The meetings are great. You can click on them, view their details, and have an easy click to join experience right there. So I would highly recommend, if you're still on the Link 2013 client in Android, I would recommend that you go ahead and jump into it. I haven't seen any problems myself at this point, and I haven't heard too much like we heard when the iOS client hit. So that's out there. Check it out. The next item is the Skype Show. And that is a new show that we have known about for a couple months now, and it will be launching its first episode on January 4th, the next month here. And it is a hour-and-a-half long show, last I heard. It's going to have guest spots, and the content and discussions are going to be centered around community-driven ideas and thoughts. So we submit our thoughts and ideas on what we want them to talk about. They're going to bring on guests and discuss all that stuff right there for us, so we kind of get to hear from the pros firsthand. I love it. Great concept. Mark Vale on Twitter, he's at Unified Vale. Good guy. He's been putting that stuff out there on Twitter and sharing that information. So if you have any questions about it, hit him up. One of the new developments, I got an email from them this week, and instead of being an episode where you have to register for, like all of us that registered for the first episode, they are now going to be using Skype meeting broadcast since it is in general availability, which means they're going to be providing links to those meeting broadcasts on their website that we can just join, open joining from there. There is no registration required. That's good news for everybody that wants to watch. It is, the website is theskypeshow.com. So please go check that out. And you know what? Let me just double check and make sure that is the URL, because I don't want to. Yes, theskypeshow.com. So check that out. It's going to be good stuff. If you can make it on January 4th, I'll be in the audience watching with you. And we're looking forward to it, Mark. Thanks. Then the last item that I wanted to talk about, because I'm keeping this pretty sweet. I am on vacation after all. Pretty short and sweet, I mean. The Skype for Business planning tool made its way into download availability this week. So many people downloaded it, started kicking the tires. We're sharing the link for download. Cool tool, good to have out there. However, there were a few gotchas that were noticed and shared by others. And I think for the most part, the product engineers at Microsoft have been made aware, and they're working on correcting some of those things. For example, one of the recommendations was 2 front ends in an enterprise pool. And I mean, while you can technically do that, the recommendation and the best practice there is going to be to have 3 front ends minimum. And so there were a few things you kind of needed to sift through with with a little bit of caution and make sure you were still referencing best practices before completely going off of what the planning tool said. There were more than just that one example, but I assume pretty soon we'll have an updated download available that will correct some of those things. I'll try to include a link to the download as well in the description for this video on YouTube. That's it. That's the 3 that I have. So at this point, I'm going to do a little bit of a plug for myself here. If you guys are regulars and you like this show, man, I would greatly appreciate if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Once I finally get up to 100 subscribers on YouTube, I can actually put out a user-friendly URL, but they won't let me do a custom URL till I get to 100. And I'm at like 40 or 39. I got a ways to go. But if you can throw me a bone there, that would be awesome. And other thing, a couple weeks back, I launched the Skype for Business hybrid handbook, centered around everything hybrid in terms of configuring your Skype for Business on-prem environment to be integrated with your Skype for Business online environment. About 71 pages, and I've gotten some good feedback on there. There's some things I need to change, and I'm going to go in there and make a few minor corrections, add a little bit of a couple sections, maybe add some screenshots in a couple other places, and hopefully have a second, more complete release here pretty soon. But so far, I'm almost hitting the 300 download mark, so y'all have been good to me. A couple of you were so kind as to leave a review, and you gave me 5 stars, and I appreciate that. Thank you. But again, that's one of those things where I really appreciate that feedback, so thank you very much. Guys, I appreciate you taking the few minutes to watch this week's episode. If you like it, like what you saw, please don't hesitate to retweet and share it with others. Other people could use a laugh on Friday as well. So other than that, we will see you guys next week if you happen to be cruising Twitter on Christmas. So in the meantime, you guys enjoy your weekend. Safe travels again as holidays are upon us. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you all. Bye.